Number 138, two truths.
Two truths. Also, compartmentalization, epistemically. I wish I could say that right. I think I'm not saying it right. Epistemically closed systems, alternative truth. A very corrupt and dangerous fallacy of logos and ethos, first formally described in medieval times, but still common today, holding that there exists one truth in one given environment, example in science, work, or school, and simultaneously a different, formally contradictory, but equally true truth in a different epistemic system, context, environment, intended audience, or discourse community, example, in one's religion or at home. This can lead to a situation of stable cognitive dissonance where, as UC Irvine scholar Dr. Carter T. Butts describes in 2016, I know but don't believe, making rational discussion difficult, painful, or impossible. This fallacy also describes the discourse of politicians who cynically proclaim one truth is mere campaign rhetoric used to mobilize the base or for domestic consumption only, and a quite different and contradictory truth for more general or practical purposes once in office. See also disciplinary binders, alternative truth. Yeah. I think, yeah, for me, like, this one's interesting. I feel like this gets used by literally everyone for different reasons. Like, you'll have the religious right will talk about like the truth, but then you'll have the radical left will really hone in on my truth. And so there's like I feel like there's a like all this is used in so many different ways, but it's like I think it's something that comes up like the fallacy exists ultimately because I think we all as human beings have an inherent hunger for certainty, which ultimately leads us for a hunger for truth. Like what is truth? What is not truth? And I think honestly, especially in the world that we live in today, that is where things can be mixed so heavily, where you have entire news networks that are dedicated to spreading a particular message and a particular rhetoric and claiming with 100% certainty that this thing that's happening is absolute truth, while meanwhile there's an entire other news and organization that is committed 100% to the opposite of that thing and saying, no, this is 100% truth. And then you have artificial intelligence coming in and being like, hey, look, this gorilla is doing this thing and it's definitely real, and everyone's like, I think that's true, maybe. I think ultimately it's to me, I feel like this is used when there is some type of a land grab over human certainty. And then it's like, here, I've got truth. Here, I've got truth. It's like almost like, hey, I've got money. Does everybody need money? I have money. Hey, does anybody need truth? I've got truth. And it's like this like kind of calling card to get people to come onto the side. That's my thoughts on it.
Yeah, I think the word truth here is being equivocated. Like when somebody says like my experience is I saw a commercial once. I'm not even sure what it was advertising for, but somebody maybe it was something that was like either um uh like spiritual, I don't know. But saw a commercial that was like your feelings are valid, your truth is truth. And I'm like, what does that mean? What do they think that means to my truth versus your truth? That then you're equivocating what truth means. We now lost what it means. As far as I understand, the truth is what the facts are. And there are no alternative facts. Um, and alternative truth is also listed here. See disciplinary binders and alternative truth. Alternative truth is the fallacy we covered like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That is number 7 on the list of logical fallacies. Um, yeah, and I remember, oh, you know what? I think this is actually really cool because I think we talked about alternative truth for a long time. Yep. Alternative truth. Alan and I had a 1 hour and 32 minute and 8 second conversation on alternative truth the first time. And do you remember what the holdup was for that one?
I can't remember all the way back then. No.
So at the time, this was groundbreaking for Alan. That you were like, this cannot be right because like there have to you use the word paradox. You said that like paradoxes have to be real. There has to be things that contradict every truth. And I'm like, that violates the second law of logic. That if yeah, there's no such thing as anything that contradicts. And that was mind blowing for you. And so yeah, I don't know. I thought that one was a really interesting conversation. There was definitely some uh like epiphanies that happened in that conversation. And I would definitely recommend checking out the original phone call version that Alan and I had of that fallacy. Really cool. Um, yeah, so this one is it's almost the same fallacy, except I think with two truths, it's more of a dichotomy. That one is opposite of the other, whereas alternative truth may not necessarily be opposites, but it's information that could contradict something else that someone would understand as true. Um, I know I'm just kind of rambling here now, but yeah, that's my thoughts on two truths.
Yeah, I think ultimately, I think for viewers who are wanting to know how to remain protected from being bought into fallacious rhetoric and situations, I think anyone who claims to have the truth or this is the truth, I think anybody, doesn't matter who it is. It could be a religious leader, it could be a president, it could be a scientist. If anybody says this is the truth, there's to me there's something going on in that situation that's not actually supportive, because ultimately, like, if you think about the idea of the truth, like it's like, rather than be obsessed with what is the truth, seek that which is, like Bryce had mentioned, factual. Seek that which is true, but just because something is true doesn't necessarily mean it is the truth. It's like so there's like a I think there's a natural human attraction to wanting the truth, like the ultimate truth, because then we feel safe and certain. And it's like, but I believe truly, like, to be able to be released from whatever that is, it's release an aggressive search for the truth and just simply search for that which is true, that which is untrue. And yeah, that's what I would say for this one, just because it's like anybody who claims in any way, shape, or form they know the truth, I would be immediately skeptical.
I've never heard any scientist even allude to, I have the truth.
Yeah.
Like it's always very, very careful language of based off the evidence that we have, this seems consistent,
Yeah.
is like what they'll say. Um, Sweet. Rain.
Yeah, this one I kind of also see a little bit of a correlation with like confirmation bias. Um, because like going back to like the politics example or whatever, like if a certain person is watching a channel that's like very left, like left leaning, they're they're gonna believe what they're seeing as the truth on that because they believe in like more of like the liberal, I don't want to say liberal agenda, but like, the I guess liberal agenda, I'll go with that. Um and then like versus if someone's more conservative and they're watching like Fox News, they might believe what they're hearing on Fox News because they're more conservative, and so they'll be like, "Oh, this is the truth." But it's like, but is it really? Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. News would be so much more interesting if all they did was report facts.
Yes, I 100% agree.
This is what happened.
I disagree. I think it's less interesting, and that's what resorted them to just lie, just straight up lie now. And because if it's more radical, then it's more interesting, at least to a general audience. I think to us it would be interesting if they reported facts.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah,
I just
it's
think I think it'd be fascinating to watch. Just like them
Yeah.
instead of like throwing rhetoric, and just being like just like listing factual data and just like leaving it. It'd be the most interesting like for me, I would just like be like, wow, this is fascinating. There's no opinions or anything.
It's just like, here's what we know. Like,
well, it's typically, I mean, that's kind of just educational content. Like, I I think there's a good plug for like Professor Dave. If you just want like straight scientific facts, no like agenda put onto it. He has a whole educational series where he just goes over these are the facts, education. He does also call out people that are doing bullshit, and that is like tied to what his opinion is. That he also supports with facts, but he also has just straight up facts, no opinion in his education content, which might not be great as far as algorithmically to have on the same channel, but I mean he's doing it. He has like what almost like 4 million subscribers now. He's killing it. So maybe there is something behind that. But yeah, and then his educational stuff is kind of boring because it's just the straight up facts. There's no like opinion behind it. So yeah, I mean, if you're interested in that, then I would definitely check out educational content. I've been trying to learn math all over again, just on his educational stuff. And I swear to God, there was something in the very first video that is meant for like first graders that I learned, and it was like about like subtraction, and I already forgot what it was, but I'm like, had I known this in first grade, would have made the rest of my math throughout all of my school be so much better. But yeah, very very factual. Anyways, yeah, that is two truths. Any last thoughts on this one?
But good.
Awesome.